Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Literature Lovers. In this video, I am going to reveal the secret of cracking NET JRF in the upcoming December exam and what will be your strategy for the last 50 days. As you know, the schedule of the exam has been already announced, so uh, it is the peak time to revise and practice everything according to the syllabus because the paper is knocking at the door. So, friends, let's see the slides one by one. In this slide, I mention some important questions that are wandering in your mind now. What are the questions? First question is that how to score more than 99 percentile. Second question is that how to cover the full syllabus within 50 days. Next question, which I mentioned, how to be composed in last days. Then I mention what will be the last time preparation, exam time preparation. Next I mention which units are more important, and which are not. And the last question which I mention here, this is, should I give focus on paper on too? If I want net GRF, so should I be focused on paper on? I will discuss all the 5 questions through my next slides. In this slide, we'll look at the paper on syllabus at first. You know there are 10 units at all, but all are not important. The importance are teaching aptitude, research aptitude, data interpretation, ICT, people development and environment, and higher education system. And the other units, you may cover the basics from PYQs and from the paper on book. Like mathematics, you should have practiced at least 10 questions daily from PYQs to score better in the exam. You should practice comprehension part at least 8 or 10 before the exam. It may help you in the exam. And if you want JRF, then I will suggest you should cover all the units very carefully. Okay. In this slide, I mentioned the paper 2 syllabus. You know there are 10 units and each unit is important for your exam. Suppose you are covering the British literature. In British literature, you have to cover the drama part, you have to cover the poetry, fiction, non-fiction, everything in British literature you have to cover. And the most important part for exam is British. Then go for the criticism and theory part. Criticism and theory, you have to cover from the books which I mentioned to my previous video. Then go for the world literature, American and Indian. And then you have to go the less important parts, that is language and the cultural studies and the research methods. That's the way you have to complete the whole syllabus within 50 days. In this slide, I'll go for the beginners. First of all, if you are new in this journey, then don't, don't put yourself into stress because it is a long syllabus, such a huge syllabus. You have to at least 6 months study or 1 year study to cover the full syllabus properly. So your aim should be at the June attempt, but I don't want to demotivate you. That's why I put some points here for the December exam. You should follow these for the better score. See, I mentioned 5 points. One is the all literature in your fist. This book is good for overall knowledge. You should read it and revise it as much as possible because here all the units are available and a overall view will get from this book. Next, I mentioned Routledge and William J. Long for the British. These two books are also very good. You should revise it 2 times, 3 times before exam. Then I mentioned Peter Berry, Beginner for Theory. These are very good books. You read these for their easy languages and easy understanding. Your basics will be covered. Then I mentioned the online sources for the other units. Yes, this is very important point. All literature, Indian and the other units, you have to cover from the online sources. Wikipedia, Britannica, Great Saber, and so many online sources are there. You should use this properly. Then the last point which I mentioned, this is MCQ practice and the PYQ practice. It will help you to score better in the exam. And for the paper one, I mentioned just 2 points on each KVS Madan. You should cover the KVS Madan as much as possible. And the most important point is for the paper one to practice PYQs and MCQs as much as possible. In this slide, I'll go for the students who aim JRF net in this December exam. First of all, the syllabus is very huge. That's why my suggestion will be that you should divide the syllabus into parts, then go for the most important, then the less important, then the less important. That's the way you can cover the full syllabus before the exam. I put 9 points to uh, to complete the whole syllabus before exam. First, I mentioned Routledge, William J. Long, and Alberts for the British literature. You know, British literature is the most important for the exam, and you should cover the this unit very well. And I mentioned Routledge, William J. Long, Albert. These books are very good. You if have read these, then it's fine. You should revise them for the second time. Then I mentioned for theory, Peter Berry, Pekener, and Penguin. This is also very good book. You should read them, or if you have read already, then you should revise them. Which are very important for the exam. Then I go for two books which will help you for overall revision and overall knowledge. This the first is Vivekanand Jha's book, and the second is All Literature in Your Fist. These two books are very good because here all the units are described, and your basic knowledge will be developed when you read these books. Then I go for world literature, Indian literature, and other units. These are also important, and I mention for this the online sources. The online sources will help you to cover these units with less time. Then I go for the special point, that is you should read the summaries character of every important works in any literature, so that you will score better in the exam, because questions may come from the summaries. And then the most important is the seventh long point, that is how to memorize the chronology, how to memorize the dates. Listen, if you want to remember the dates and the chronology, you have to link between each other. If you want to remember the dates around the dates, etc., then first you link them and write down in your notebook and memorize them. Thus, you can remember the dates, and the revision is the key here. Then I go for MCQs and PYQs. MCQs are important, PYQs are important, but according to me, these are not too much important, like the points which I mentioned above. Then I go for mock test. Yes, it is important because you should have the exam feel in your mind before the exam. And if you test yourself again and again, you will find out your faults, you will find out your laps, and mock test will help you to find out these. In this slide, I will go for the paper on strategy. Listen, how much knowledge you have in the paper 2, it doesn't matter if your paper 1 is not good. So, if you want net JRF, then my suggestion will be that you should be strong in paper 1, and for this I mentioned 4 points here. First of all, I mentioned KV Samadan. You should read the book with detailed analysis, and you should practice the questions behind each topic which are mentioned in this book. And my suggestion is also that you should read paper on daily at least 1 hour, 2 hour for your better score. Then I mentioned PUQs and MCQs. Listen, PYQs and MCQs are too much important for paper one because it have the deeper knowledge in the solution. So if you practice PYQs and MCQs, then it will be better for your exam. Then if in any topic you feel problem, then go for the YouTube videos. There are various videos in YouTube, and you should watch them and clarify your problems. Then I'll say uh, you should practice maths daily and logical reasoning to improve your ability in maths in the exam. It will help you to get JRF. In this slide, I mention some steps which are important for your exam. First of all, I mentioned that your syllabus should be divided into small parts, and then which is important, go for first, then go for the others. And your timetable should be divided according to your syllabus. It is very important. And when if you feel bored, then go for the mock test and quiz, MCQs, everything where you can feel the interest. And test yourself by memorizing and practicing. Close your eyes, memorize the dates. Close your eyes, memorize the chronology. That's the way you can memorize the whole topics within a minute. Then write down roughly the dates, connecting each other so that you can remember the dates. And it's the high time, it's the before of time of exam, so don't add new informations, only do revise and revise. Okay. In this slide, I mention 4 points which will help you to achieve the ultimate goal. Listen, before exam, you may be in anxiety, you may be in stress, but it will affect negatively in your studies. So my suggestion is that you should be relaxed and you should focus on your daily task. You should give yourself daily task and try to complete the task within the day, and be confident. Never lose confidence before the exam. So that's the point. So friends, thank you. Please subscribe, share, comment, and like for further videos. And I mentioned the book list. If you want, you can watch it. And if you want also a video on specific topic, please mention in the comment box.